Christmas in July for my mental health here in beautiful Ballarat. What could be more perfect? Hello darlings, welcome to this week's video. Wonderful to see you all. Oh darlings, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's winter, it's finally come. And with it is all the gloominess of winter. I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Ballarat, our winters are quite severe. Santa wants to say hello. He's very pleased to be out of the box this early in the year. But there you go. You can't have a Christmas tree without a Santa. So I decided to celebrate Christmas in July this year because here we have such hot summers. So hot, so hot, that I feel like I don't get to enjoy my Christmas tree at the Christmas festive time. Sometimes it's still light at 9:45 of a night. Well, the lights are on, but they don't mean anything because they're on, but they're not really, it's still light. So it's not the same effect as a dark day with beautiful Christmas lights glittering in the background. So I'd said to Bert much earlier, probably January, when I packed the tree up, I said, I'm never doing this again, Bert. I'm over this Christmas in summer. It's too hard. Summer here for us is, for Bert and I, watering. It's hot. I don't like the heat at all. Can't cope with the heat. Anything over 35 and that's it. Tam will not operate at all. Just not my cup of tea. So anyway, I said to him, we're going to set the Christmas tree up in July and just to do something different and to enjoy it in the cold, dark, gloomy days. So we have. What this will mean is that at the actual Christmas season, I'll decorate the house, but I won't put the tree up. I'll just decorate the house with all of my decorations that I normally put around at Christmas time, because that won't be as tiring as doing the whole tree thing. But however, my tree is not hard to do because Bert literally made me a box, because I'm such a whinge of the Christmas tree and setting it all up. Made me a box and I literally pick the tree up and plop it in the box at the end of the season, and it's already decorated for next year. I've done this 2 years in a row now and it's worked. Apart from a little tweak here and a tweak there, it's absolutely perfect. So that's what I've been doing to combat it. All the work of actually putting all the decorations in the right places. Because goodness knows, with my Christmas tree once, I'd done it in order of height, with the smaller things at the top, with the bigger things at the bottom. But I had a beloved family member that felt that because there was things at the bottom, they were less important on the tree to the things that were at the top. So that doesn't work. I have to have everything strategically placed on the same level so as not to offend anybody. So that's what I do. And then once I got it okayed and they liked it, I haven't changed it since. So there you go. So darlings, how have you all been? I'm just wondering how you're doing with your mental health, what you're doing wherever you are in the world. I know that summer can be just as challenging as winter because of the heat. Like I say, I don't cope well with summers at all. I much prefer the cooler weather. And I'm delighted to have this tree up. I really, really am. And so grateful that we can enjoy it, because I'll probably leave it up until September, because it's always dark in July, August, most of September. Come to think of it, October's not much better. And then come to think of it, November actually really starts to, you just wake up one day and it's gone from dark and gloomy to full sun 35. So that's it. And usually we have 4 seasons in one day here in Ballarat. So that's really lucky, because we get to embrace all the seasons in 24 hours. How lucky are we? But what is it about Christmas that makes it so nostalgic, isn't it? It creates warm and fuzzy feelings of warm roasts around the tree and, presents under the tree and warm roasts and having the family around for a meal and everything. But not in our family, because our family is busy, super busy. My beautiful son and his wife and family have a full month of Christmas celebrations in December, where they have something on every single weekend, every weekend for Christmas. So come Christmas Day, they're a bit Christmased out. Do you believe that? It's true. It's so true. I've had so many wonderful Christmases with my children, and we always had, my father would come, my parents-in-law came every year for Christmas. I think there was 3, perhaps they didn't. That was it. My children never knew a Christmas lunch without Nana and Orpa there. That was lovely, creating memories, because Christmas is all about that. So if you're feeling like me and you're living in a cold climate, don't rule out putting up your Christmas tree. Why not? It will cheer you up. It doesn't even matter if it's a little one or a big one, just whatever, because with our mental health, we have to do whatever we can do to keep ourselves in a positive frame of mind all the time. So that's what I think anyway. So this week, I had some beautiful presents from my lovely boy, Ben. As you know, I've been knitting Ben a beanie. Here's number 3. And guess what? They're all black. Oh, we've been just doing a bit of tweaking with the pattern because, you know, I just want it to be really good for him and that he really likes it and wants it to be comfortable. So therefore, I say to him, is it a good fit? Oh, yeah, but. So this one should be perfect. I've done a lot of tweaking with this one, and this one should be good. And although you don't see it very clearly, it's got the cable patterns up there, and it will be sitting on Bubby Ben by the weekend for him to collect. But he's so kind to me. He's so kind to me. As you know, darlings, I get freezing cold. Anyway, he came around to pick his hats up and he said to me, he said, you want to get some of these, Mum? And I said, oh, what are they, darling? And he said, they're hand warmers. Oh, Cooper hand warmers. And I said, that's lovely, sweetheart. I said, send me the link and I'll buy some. Well, when I went around to see him to drop off some soup and stuff because he wasn't feeling 100%, he said, there's something at the front door, Mum, for you, because he didn't want to see me because he was sick. And he brought them for me. Not 1 pair, but 2 pairs. Well, I know 1 pair's for Bert, but to be honest, darlings, he gets hot hands. So I have got 1 pair in my pink coat, 1 pair in my black coat. They are fantastic. They really, really are. And even when you wear your jeans, when you put your jeans on, you can put them in your pockets and turn it round so it keeps the top of your legs warm. So I have used them a lot. They're super easy to use. I'll just pop them out of the box. Though they haven't been in the box. You can imagine they're in my coats. I popped them in the box to show you guys. And all you do is you put the little button down the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. And you click 3. You just hold the little button and they pop on. And there they go. There they go. They light up like a Christmas tree and they are so warm. So, oh, darlings, it's me. I've got multiple uses for these. Multiple. I put them in my socks to warm my socks up before I put them on my feet. You can also just have it on 1 so it's not quite as hot because 3 is quite hot. But on 3, they will last for, I think Ben said about 5 hours. But on number 1, they'll last for 8 hours. So they're wonderful, but they're also magnetic. Magnetic. So they stick together as well. So, you know, you can have them both together in your pocket. Yeah, what a son. What a son to do that for his mum. I'm so lucky. I'm so, so lucky. So I love them and I wanted to share them with you because a lot of you guys live in the cooler climates. I mean, I know that Helen does over in England and Judith does in Canada. Maybe you could consider some of these. They're really lovely. So like I say, he sent me 2 pairs because that's Ben. And this is the other pair. They're just black ones. But so they're fantastic. They might be really good for you actually, Jojo, when you do these walks, when you're doing it in cold weather. They could be quite good for you. Give it a think anyway. So that's been my exciting news this week, having all of this happen with the Christmas tree and keeping the mental health in a good place. I've been well, Bert's been well. Anna, my darling neighbour, has been over a lot. She lost her husband 10 weeks ago, and he's interned now, and she pops over and we have a chat, and I'm really happy to talk to her. And I have to do a big thank you to you all for the prayers that you sent for Iranta, my darling friend in England. She's doing really well, so well. I'm absolutely thrilled with her. She's even walked 3,000 steps in a day. That's huge, absolutely huge. I'm not quite sure when she has her next round of chemotherapy. I think it's next week or the week after. I'm not sure. No, but she's doing really well. And she brought herself a pink wig. And I thought that is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm still saving for my microphones, darlings. So you know I've got a Ko-fi account. Not that it gets used very often, but that's fine. But I've definitely got to get these microphones sorted out. So, well, darlings, that's all my news for the week. I just want to send you all the blessings in the world. Look after yourself. Look after your mental health. And whatever you do, be kind to the one that you love. Okay? Lots and lots of love from beautiful Ballarat, from me and from Lucy and from Bert, who's out doing Bert things. Bye, darlings. Bye-bye. I'm super excited to say that my channel is getting so many watches. I think it was 20,000 last week. Really happy. But most of you don't subscribe. So can you consider subscribing and liking if you like the content? That would be so nice. I am so excited. I'm so excited because tomorrow the kids are coming for a big lunch. And I haven't done a proper Christmas lunch in 2 years, I think. So I've decided to do it in July this year because it's just too hot here in summer and it gets me down. It's just summer's so busy for us, but I've explained that in my video, so you know all about that. So the house is a chaotic mess. Bert's got heaps to do. I've got heaps to do. I've got Christmas music going and really getting into the festive season. And I'm going to let you join me and watch how I set up the table. So that's what I'm going to share with you now. The ironed tablecloth, yes.